Assalamu alaikum, my name is Zarqa and today I'm going to be sharing with you a very easy and delicious dessert recipe. It's called sheer khurma. It's usually made for Eid, but if you fancy it and it's weekend, why not? Let's make it. First thing first, we need full fat cream milk. So I'm making a little bit. So I've got about one big mug of milk and I'm going to heat it up until it starts boiling. To it I'm going to add this green cardamom pods. Okay, just open it slightly and add to your milk. And now the second part. Milk is boiling here. We're going to be adding a couple of tablespoons of ghee, melted ghee, or you could use butter. Just tiny bit so that we can fry our nuts and vermicellis. So I've got mixed nuts here. One of my favorite is pistachio nut, and then some sultanas. Also some dates that are very good for you. I've got two different color dates here, light and brown. So one is hard date and one is soft. Just chop them up in small pieces. Then I've got some almond nuts, same, roughly been chopped, and some cashew nuts. So here's some cashew nuts as well, and all of this, if they're big, just chop them up. Just use your hands to break them into tiny pieces. Now that the nuts and the sultanas are roasted very beautifully, as you can see, and they're giving off aroma as well, I'm going to be adding this vermicellis, which you can buy ready-made from any grocery stores, and I'm going to roast these as well with the nuts for about 3 minutes or so. So the milk is coming to a boil. I'm going to add few strands of saffron in there. It doesn't only add the color to it, but also some flavor. And over here, the vermicelli and the nuts, they are ready to go in with the milk. What you don't want to do with the vermicelli is burn them too much. You just slightly need to roast them with the nuts. So stir the milk and add this mixture to the milk and give it stir, boiling it, and we're going to reduce the heat so it doesn't come to boil. If it does, just lift the pan up, reduce the heat further and put it back on. Also add some desiccated coconut. Keep mixing. Make sure it doesn't stick to your pan. Once it reaches this kind of consistency, it's mixed but not quite, you add the condensed milk rather than adding sugar to it. And then one more last ingredient to add once this boils again. So sheer khurma is nearly ready. As you can see, it's thickened. I'm going to add just a few drops of the Cura water for flavoring. So if you haven't got Cura water, you could use the rose water as well, just to add few drops of it. So once it gets to this consistency, we put the cooker off. So the texture of this shouldn't be too thick or too runny. This is just about right. So this is how sheer khurma will look like once it's completed and decorated with extra nuts, and you're going to be indulging this weekend. Enjoy.
Come Iftar with Me is brought to you by Sainsbury's, helping everyone eat better this Ramadan.